Hi guys, Spartan765 here. Today I'm doing a video based on, some of the videos I've seen on YouTube. I'm doing an open carry video today. I've done other open carry videos before, but this one's going to be a little different. I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube recently within like the past year since I made my last, video relating to open carry. And that is, you see a lot of, open carry versus concealed carry videos, and a lot of videos that say concealed carry is stupid, and a lot of videos that say open carry is stupid, and they're pro one or the other. Now, what I'm going to say first off is that I'm going to be saying mainly in this video, when to open carry, when not to open carry. But first I'm going to start off by saying concealed carry has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. Open carry has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. When it comes down to it, after you add up and tally up all the disadvantages and advantages, they both equal out about the same. With open carry, everybody knows you're armed. Open carry is not good if you're in a crowd or you're in a, a very, you're in an environment where there's a ton of people around you where you can't be situationally aware. Because when you open carry, you have to be fully situationally aware. Disadvantages of concealed carry are your draw time. Your draw time is significantly reduced than if you were open carrying. Concealed carry, you may not be able to carry the gun you want comfortably, the full-size gun you want comfortably. Now, if you prefer a smaller gun, that's perfectly fine. But I'm saying if you prefer a full-size handgun, it's not always comfortable to carry concealed. One thing I'm going to go over with concealed carry right now that's been proven and tested by other people is that people say, oh, well, my draw time isn't reduced. Any additional action you have to do to draw your weapon takes time, even if that means turning the safety off. That's why I carry striker fired, no safety. If you're concealed carry, even if it's just moving your jacket or even if it's pulling up your shirt, that's still, if the threat is immediate, is present and strong, like if they're like within 10 feet of you, you might not have time to pull your shirt up or to fumble with your ankle holster or whatever. I mean, that's an advantage of open carry, is you can draw quickly. Open carry will deter, I'd say 99% of the time, open carry would, like if you're in a gas station and someone comes with the intention to rob that and they're looking to scope it out, you will deter, I'd say probably 99% of the time, deter that bad guy. The only time I could see, because most criminals aren't going to risk their life, to rob something. The only time I could see where that probably wouldn't deter somebody is if they're like hopped up on like meth or some type of a drug. That wouldn't deter them. And again, like I said, that goes with the situational awareness. If you open carry, there has not been one documented case in the United States of an open carrier having their gun taken from them. There's not been one documented case of a bad guy coming up behind somebody and taking their gun. There has not been, as far as I could find, one documented case of a open carrier being, in quotes, you hear this all the time, shot first, or painting a target on yourself. There's not been one case I could find on the internet or find in any source anywhere where someone came in to rob something and they saw someone open carrying and shot them first. I mean, yeah, it's a possibility. It's an extremely remote possibility that someone's going to try and take your gun off you. I mean, obviously the possibility is a little higher if you're in a dense crowd, which is why, open carrying in a dense crowd is just stupid to begin with. For that, you want to conceal carry. But, I mean, you got to look at the options. I mean, if you feel comfortable open carrying, make sure you're smart about it. If you're open carrying, you got to be open carrying for the right reason. If you're open carrying, it's different if you're at a rally, if you're at a pro-Second Amendment rally and you're open carrying. Yeah, you're open carrying there to, of course, make a point and show, you're exercising your Second Amendment rights. That's perfectly fine. But if you're going to open carry and walk up and down the street intentionally looking for a police interaction, that's just crappy. Don't do that. That gives gun owners a bad name, and it makes the Second Amendment look bad if you're just solely open carrying to get a police interaction. Now, I open carry, like I said, most of the time, unless I'm at a sporting event or a crowded area or a mall where I cannot be fully situationally aware. I like the ability to open carry because I can carry the weapon I want in the holster I want, and I can comfortably carry extra magazines, and my draw time is really quick. But for places, like the mall, or, you know, a sporting event where you can't be fully situationally aware and aware of your surroundings, which is what fully situationally aware means, for those of you who didn't know, it's ideal to conceal carry there. And for that, like something like this here, a Ruger LC9, like this is my conceal carry. I love the LC9. It's one of my favorite guns. Oh, by the way, this is loaded because this is a carry. So, you know, I'm not going to safety check it because it is loaded. That's my finger's not by the trigger. As you can see, the little indicators popped up. But yeah, like an inside the waistband holster. Something like that is, you know, for a smaller, thinner framed gun, can be very comfortable. You know, but once you get with these inside waistband holsters, you know, you get on a bigger gun like this, it's just not comfortable. It's bulky and it's, you know, it just looks like crap. I mean, you can if you're getting in a bigger gun, you can really tell someone's open carry or you conceal carrying. So conceal carry is obviously better done with a smaller weapon. But you know, then you'll have people that'll say, yeah, well, you know, I can carry a, you know, a Glock 20 or a Glock 21 and be, you know, perfectly comfortable. Honestly, if you can carry a Glock 21 in an inside the waistband holster and be perfectly comfortable and sit and stand up, more power to you. But, you know, again, back to the reasons to open carry. Now, if you're open carrying just to, you know, exercise your Second Amendment right, you know, depending on where you live, could be a good idea, could be a bad idea. Where I live in Minnesota, I open carry all the time. I open carry because, like I said, I open carry for self-defense, and my draw time is quicker if I need to defend myself. And yes, open carry, you know, you'll see that people are open carrying to make a point. Well, you know, okay. Everybody's talking about, you know, trying to help get the public used to seeing, you know, people carry. You know, because that's our constitutional right to carry. You know, concealed carrying all the time everywhere isn't going to get people used to, you know, seeing people carry. But someone who's open carrying responsibly and looks presentable with their shirt tucked in, you know, it doesn't have to be a dress shirt just like this. You know, their shirt tucked in, you know, if you open carrying, you go to Walmart and somebody sees you open carrying, they're probably going to think, oh wow, he looks presentable, you know, he's not a bad guy, you know. And I've been open carrying for 2 years around this area where I live. And honestly, all the businesses I go to, you know, I frequent, you know, to shop at, they're all used to me open carrying. You know, a lot of the customers that, you know, frequent there, you know, are probably used to seeing me open carrying. The more people that open carry respectfully, you know, the more used to open carry other people are going to get. Now, if you go about it the wrong way, you shouldn't open carry. If you're going to go about it and you're going to just try to intimidate people, you shouldn't even be allowed to carry. Because that's not what open carry is about. Open carry is about your Second Amendment right and to defend yourself. It's not about to intimidate people. And there are a small percentage of people who open carry just for the intimidation factor, which is completely disgraceful. You know, I don't even know what to say anymore about those people. But, okay. So the do's and don'ts I pretty much went over with open carry. You know, obviously, I'm going to say an exception to the crowded area for open carry. Obviously, if you're at a Second Amendment rally and there's 2,000 other people there open carrying, yeah, that's probably an exception to the, you know, crowd with the open carry, because everybody there carries. Another thing you're going to want to do when you open carry is you're going to want to, you know, make yourself, you know, you're going to want to look situationally aware. You're not going to want to be walking around, you know, blah blahing on your cell phone, or, you know, doing one of these jobs with your cell phone, you know, because then you don't look aware, you don't look situationally aware. You know, it's always a good idea if you're open carrying, you know, every once in a while, just turn around, check behind you. You know, just look behind you, just look off to the sides, you know, don't look like, you know, suspicious or anything. Just, you know, just glance off your sides, you know, make sure there's no weird guy following you or something like that. You know, again, and then again, as far as, you know, like let's say you're waiting in line and you're open carrying, you know, and you have your firearm right here like I do. You know, open carrying like this, with the firearm more towards your front, there's nothing wrong with that. It might look a little stupid, but honestly, for those who are worried about having the guy behind you try and take your gun, If your gun's right here like this, and you're standing like this, that's pretty difficult for the guy to reach around and grab your gun, especially if it's in a locking holster. You know, but you see the people that will open carry and they'll have their gun right here. Now that is just stupid. Honestly, that is stupid. Because you're at that point, your visual is completely out of, you can't even see your gun unless you like turn way back. But, you know, having your gun in your front here for open carry, like if you're waiting in a line, you know, I think is, you know, a safer option than having it here. Or if you're waiting in a line, depending on the legality in your state, like if you lean on your gun like this, you know, some states, I don't know. I mean, some states leaning on your gun might be considered in some weird way brandishing or something like that. I don't know. Check your local laws. I would certainly not advise going like this in any state. You know, if you're waiting in line just to make sure your gun is secure, go like this. Because that really does make it look like you're putting your hand, you know, on your gun, which is not a good thing. But then again, like the armrest like this, I've actually seen a lot of people, you know, who are waiting in line who will, well, not a lot, I've seen a fair number of people who, when they wait in line, if they're open carrying, they will just rest their arm just like this in their gun, you know, just to, you know, ensure their gun is secure. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but then again, check your local laws, your brandishing laws. Every state has different laws. But yeah, you guys got any comments or questions about the video? Like I said, this was just kind of, you know, not really a comparison. Well, it kind of got into a comparison, but more or less just a, you know, when to open carry, when not to open carry. Remember, guys, always when you carry, make sure you're carrying for the right reason. Don't ever carry to intimidate somebody. That's not what the Second Amendment's about at all. Comments, questions, send me a message. Spartan765 out.